couple of Brexit-related stories in the locals this week. We'll start with the Bexley News Shopper, which has Bexley, Brexit and bins. EU split could lead to potential delays to new wheelie bin delivery. And a new report has revealed that a no-deal Brexit could delay the arrival of new wheelie bins for Bexley and push the costs up. Councillors, says here, they're concerned about the impact it will have on the delivery of wheelie bins coming in from abroad. They say if a hard Brexit will occur, there'll be a 6.5% tariff on the cost, potential delays in delivery. Council's currently purchasing 160,000 new wheelie bins because they're changing the way rubbish is collected.
Do you know what? I feel I've got different feelings of this one. One, it's interesting that they have found this out. The second is we've got bigger issues to worry about, surely, than whether or not we'll have a new wheelie bin.
One would say so, yeah. I mean, it was interesting. There was a report earlier this week. YouGov did a survey of Conservative Party members who said they'd want Brexit even if there was economic turmoil. They want Brexit even if it saw Scotland secede from the Union. But would they want Brexit if it meant their bins weren't collected?
People get very, very upset when bins aren't collected.
They do get very angry. I'd like to see them surveyed on that.
Yeah, interesting. It just shows you, doesn't it, how kind of intertwined the EU and the UK are. Everything, you know, from wheelie bins right the way through to, you know, whether or not cars will be made here. It's certainly something which hasn't been picked up or I've not heard of before.
No, it's a serious point.
Yeah. Let's move on. Another Brexit story. Now, this, a parting gift for the Prime Minister, apparently.
Yes, apparently she was delighted. This is the Hackney Gazette. They've spoken to an artist from Homerton who's done a Brexit painting, which has been now sent to Theresa May. It's called The Brexit Note. It's by Kevin Gill. So it's a banknote with people from kind of either side of the Brexit divide looking to each other. On the left, you've got Jean-Claude Juncker, Donald Tusk, who looks a little bit more like Michelle Platini, and somebody who looks like Gordon Brown in a bow tie. On the right, you've got Theresa May, Nigel Farage, and I take this to be Boris Johnson.
It looks a bit Borisy.
It looks a bit more like Richard Branson
to
me.
The May is very good, though, I've got to say.
The May is pretty good, yeah. He says he takes a neutral stance on Brexit in it. He's very humble man. He says it's culturally significant and about history in the making. He'd been working from 4 a.m. to late at night on it. He said, when I'm in the media and getting my work out there, it shows people there's a way out of the struggle. If you have talent and skill, why not use it? He wanted to give it to Theresa May in person, but was instead advised to send it by post.
Yeah, tricky to get up close to the Prime Minister, I imagine.
It is. In the end, he delivered it 24 hours after the Prime Minister announced her resignation. So imagine it really sweetened the pill for her.
I would love to know if it's going up on the wall, you know, in her new pad or wherever she moves to next. Now, we're going to pick up on a story which we covered last week. Now, this was an issue around access to libraries in Barnet. And the Barnet and Potters Bar Times have done a follow-up, haven't they, on kind of some of the issues facing these libraries? Yeah,
this was about Barnet Council looking into the way that they provide libraries. A lot of controversy locally about how much local people would be involved in that consultation. What's come out since in a meeting by the Communities Leadership and Libraries Committee at Barnet Council, some of the quite serious issues described as locked toilets, a dead rat and a man openly watching pornography. So a dead rat was left lying in a lift shaft in a library for 3 to 4 weeks. In Finchley, a man was seen openly watching pornography on a computer, and a woman with multiple sclerosis, limited mobility and continence problems was locked out of the disabled toilets at her local library. And that links to what we were talking about last week, that libraries are now unstaffed at certain times and people are given cards and PIN codes to get in and out.
Yeah, is there a suggestion here that actually this idea of allowing people just to use the library with no staff, is there an argument to say, look at all the reasons why we think there should be staff?
That's certainly what local people and councillors are saying. One councillor says young people are now going to libraries in Camden, Haringey, Brent and Islington. If they can provide staffed hours, why can't we? Last week we touched on the fact that the council responded in that particular vernacular that local authorities use. Repetition of that this week. Libraries manager Hannah Richards has said, the review focuses on a recommendation to enhance the future sustainability and effectiveness of the library's offer. It will be informed by stakeholder and service user engagement. We would envisage library users would be part of that.
It doesn't help that, does it? No. That kind of language really just isolates these local authorities.
It really does. You know, we kind of joke about this, but that's impenetrable, but it's meant to be.
Finally, let's head down to South West London. Now, this is something which comes around doesn't it? But it seems like there is quite a collection of these particular critters.
Yeah, this is a hardy perennial as summer kicks in, as it appears to be trying to do. The Wimbledon Times, toxic caterpillars spotted in a South Merton park, but they're not pleasant. These are called oak processionary moths, got that one out. They can cause asthma, vomiting and other allergic reactions. They've been found in Mostyn Gardens in South Merton. The moths themselves are not harmful, but the hairs on the caterpillars they can cause skin rashes, sore throats, breathing difficulties and problems with sight in both humans and animals. And what they're saying is people should look out for the distinctive white silken webbing nests on trunks and branches, and even if the caterpillars are dead, you should not touch them as they're still highly toxic. So be careful when out touching dead caterpillars this weekend.